Hello and welcome to Just for Fun, or welcome back to Just for Fun. I'm Kyle, he's Kyle, and welcome to Just for Fun. I just said that, but really wanted to pronounce it. Big week for us. I hope you had a great week as well. Melissa's birthday was Saturday. Or no, Melissa's birthday was Friday. Sorry. We went out to a bar. She turned 21, first time at a bar. Crystal's probably mad at me because she's been trying to get me at a bar for a little while now, but never really went. It was a good time, though. I mean, to experience a bar is really like no other. It's very like a movie almost. You see everyone just sitting around and just having a drink, I guess. And what really makes the bar was the live music. I mean, the live music was absolutely phenomenal. We danced our little hearts out. It was just phenomenal, to be honest. Like the dancing and the fun, and just to see all the characters out too. Like, I can't believe that alcohol does such a difference of things to people. Like, 1 minute you're happy, you get your happies, and then you get your sads, and then you get your angries. There's really no in between of that, because everyone's kind of more social, and it's just crazy that all of this happens with the same substance, so it's pretty nuts, pretty crazy. We also had a party on Saturday. Pool party, had a great time there. She has a couple different friend groups, so for them to mix was pretty cool. And then on Sunday, just kind of hung out. It was a beautiful weekend for a party and to turn 21. So very, very cool. Very fun weekend. It was one of those weekends where you're like, I can't believe I'm not on vacation right now, because you just did so much. So it was pretty cool. Pretty fun to do that. Speaking of that, going on vacation. There still will be an upload, but I'm on vacation right now. Going to the beach, gonna have a great time. Probably rent a scooter. I don't know, but that's my weekly recap and future plans. Go straight into it. I think so. I'm filming on Wednesday. World Cup. If you don't know, we've been covering it, and I'm probably the last place that you're getting your information. The finals are set to play. It's set for Sunday, so we won't know who wins. You'll find out next week if you're following along just with me. But in the final is Spain and Argentina, and then in the bronze medal game is England and France. I was rooting for Scotland and the U.S., but Scotland was eliminated pretty early, and then the U.S. lost to Belgium. Hopefully you're getting your updates quicker than me. Maybe you're just waiting for me to tell you, but I'm not the most quickest source of ways of getting World Cup information. It's so cool that this tournament brought together so many different countries, and it was just beautiful how amazing that these countries treat each other and just had the time of their lives, basically, in the U.S. and Mexico and Canada and basically anywhere they brought the fun. So actually, Scotland brought over a cone and signed it. I don't know, but it was pretty cool that it's in the airport now. They brought a cone. It's signed by a bunch of Scotland people, and the two guys came up with kilts and sunglasses on and had this cone and had people sign it. It was really freaking cool. And then also another big news for Boston. Saturday, July 11th was actually officially named Noah Khan Day, after selling out Fenway like 4 times in a row and being from New England. It's pretty cool. But going back to FIFA, Post Malone is going to be headlining of a World Cup final, and Tate McRae just delivered the game ball to Spain. So that's really, really cool that both of these people are just like my favorite artists, and they're just in it. But anyway, there's been a lot of mixed reactions to it. They don't want a headliner because it's not like a festival. It's a full-on sporting event. So a lot of people are kind of upset with that. But I think Posty's like the perfect person to do it, because he's got the country. He's got they should have did like Posty and Bad Bunny, maybe Cardi B, like a bunch of artists instead of just one. But you know how I really like Post Malone, so I always give him the benefit of the doubt. And then going off that, in the final, playing on Sunday, is Spain and Argentina. And then playing for bronze is France and England. They played today meaning Wednesday, July 15th. They played today, and that means that Lionel Messi has the most points in tournament history. So it's pretty cool that he just passed that today, because he just scored today against England. So that is your World Cup news. You want to know some fun facts? Do you know these fun facts? Yes, I do. I am you. Whoa. And you are me. Whoa. So we're basically the same. If you don't know, for all the audio listeners, we're the same person. It's just me and me. We did have fellas, but they quit and they didn't feel like doing it anymore. So good on them, but we're still friends, whatever. I always get confused of if anyone's actually listening to the audio one. They're like just hearing my voice the whole time, and I'm just talking to myself. So these fun facts are brought to you by Monkey My Escape Rooms. Use our code JustForFun for $10 off your escape rooms in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's the funnest games around. So go there, have fun. Adventure awaits. But anyway, here's some fun facts. A zebra is actually black with white stripes. In case you're wondering what color their stripes actually were, it's white. So I was thinking about this. Very strange. It's all going to make sense, though. So I was doing work, and then in one of the ladies' offices was a fake plant. It was a plastic plant. And I immediately thought of a giraffe. And I said, well, a giraffe can't eat this plant. So from then on, I started thinking about safari, and then I thought of a zebra. And I always wondered, what color are the zebra stripes? Like, if a zebra didn't have stripes, what color would they be? And they're black. It's just it's like a black horse. And their skin underneath the white is black. So it's to reflect the sun away and keep them more cool. It's kind of like a black lab or something like that to keep them actually more cool, even though their coats are darker. Huh. I never thought I thought their whole body was just stripes. Another cool fact is earlobes have no meaning. Scientifically, they have zero meaning whatsoever. They're just kind of looked at, like everyone just has them, and they don't really do much. They have a ton of nerve endings, though. So I think it's just a bunch of nerve endings. But they actually have no purpose besides that the nerve endings and whatever. And people get them pierced, and they said that they're socially acceptable and stuff, so... Once again, we talked about adaptation. I wonder if we'll never have earlobes someday. I wonder if someday people won't have earlobes. But people really like earlobes to pierce them and put jewelry in and stuff like that. Why don't they have a purpose? Fun fact about Mars is it's actually a rugby shape. It's not just a regular spear like the rest of our solar system. It's pretty cool that it's different. With all the rockiness of it, it becomes a rugby shape. Kind of like a football or a rugby, and then not a regular spear. So it's pretty cool that it's a different shape compared to just everything else. Maybe it's like a offspring of a different solar system, and the other solar system is just all rugby, and this one kind of broke out and wanted to do its own thing. It was like, no, I'm going to join this one, and that would be pretty cool, huh? If planets could just join different solar systems and stuff. Well, I guess they could. I mean, we don't really know because space is so small. But we've searched actually the ocean more. We've searched space more than the ocean. But how do you even judge that? Because you can't. Isn't space infinite? So it's never really ending. I don't know. But Mars is a rugby shape and not a sphere. That's pretty nuts. That the world is. I mean, the Mars is shaped like a rugby ball. Another fun one, whenever you're reading, the muscles in your mouth, tongue, and larynx activate slightly. So even if you're just reading in your mind, they're actually activated and you can feel them moving. I tested it out. I was trying to not move them, whenever I read in my head, and I just couldn't do it. They activate just slightly, and it's pretty cool how they work. I got the pants on today. I think I wore them last week too, but my comfort pants, they're so comfortable. Use the link in the description to get 15% off. Use our code. It is so comfortable. I literally am always in these pants whenever I can. I have a hoodie too, and they're just so comfortable. They're supposed to reduce anxiety and just make you comfortable, and they do. They make me comfortable. So, use our code. Not our code. Use the link in the description to get 15% off at Comfort. Now, you may be asking yourself, you can't just be comfortable in comfort. So you should get some nice sheets and some nice bedding because you spend about a third of your life sleeping in your bed. So use code JustForFun and you get 30% off at CozyEarth.com. They have a ton of different options and they're just beautiful. They're so comfortable. They're temperature regulating. So use our code JustForFun for 30% off. Alyssa and I are watching a new show called Secret Millionaire. The point of the show is there's, I think, 14 or 15 people, and they get to live in this mansion, this huge estate, they call it. They all get a case, they all get a room, they all get an animal that they're represented by. And the first night they got delivered a case, like a briefcase, and it had either full of money or had a note that said that you're not the billionaire. So you're a millionaire, and you have to get everyone to believe that you're not the millionaire. So you're basically playing a game of lies and deception and all these things to make you believe that you're not the millionaire. And I think that I could do it. And then the millionaire also has objectives that they have to like give 15 high fives out, or the first guy had to say no cap in the expression, which is pretty funny because he was like 40 and he just sounded very, very unnatural doing it. And then the other guy had to give his cowboy hat away and have them wear the cowboy hat 5 times or whatever it is. I think that I could probably get away with it, but I think that I could probably be too serious where people believe it too much that I'm the millionaire. Because I think that I would play it as, oh, I'm the millionaire every single time. So people think that I'm just joking and not doing reverse psychology. Because if you do reverse psychology, you definitely are probably feeling, you're telling the truth. So you don't have any tics. You don't have any like, you know what I mean? Like if you're just telling the truth straight out, or you make up this whole lie in your head and you start to believe it, I feel like you could get through this pretty, not easily, but pretty good. You know, if you just believe every single thing that you say, no matter what, I think that you could probably, that's like the whole point of the game, is to deceive people. But I think that would be my play, Kyle. I think, what would yours be? You know, now I'd probably play more conservative. Yeah, I'd play a more conservative game. I'd probably lay under the radar as much as possible. Like I'd be making conversation, but I would not, I wouldn't really get too into it, you know. I would try to say the least amount as possible. Oh, you go more conservative. All right. Yeah, it's great that you play more, you know, freely and open. I feel like both strats are good. I in the show, as long as you don't stick out, you kind of don't get voted out. Like there was a girl who was playing more investigative, and she got voted out because no one wants someone so into it that like it's like you can't even play the game almost. Like you just got this girl that's fully into your business, but at the same time, that's the whole game, is to try to figure out who the millionaire is. And I think I wouldn't do well on that game because I would forget that I was playing a game, and I'd get too wrapped up into emotions and different things. Like if I ever went on Survivor, there would be all these people around that you just experienced, you know, sleeping out in the open, you know, trying to go through a challenge, not eating, doing all these things that are pretty vulnerable and tough, like a hard challenge. And then you just have to vote them out. You just have to get rid of them. I don't know if I could do that. I think it'd be really hard to. I think it would be a tough change almost to try and vote someone out who you just built a relationship with, because you don't really see the whole entire show. Like you don't see every single second of every single day, because they're probably out there, you know, barely living. You know, they're trying their hardest of just staying alive, because most of them aren't wilderness people. Like if they're just the average person that loves Survivor. So it'd be pretty cool. I think if I were on a show, that would be the show, would be Survivor. I think I would do, I don't know how I would do, to be honest. I think the only one that would really suck is the challenge that there's a beam that lays right across the sand and you have to dig under it. And I think I would be too scared to really fully commit. But at the same time, you're just competing with every single other person. So you're competing for that $1 million. And I just feel like I would get stuck. I wouldn't dig deep enough, and I would just get stuck under the pole. Or maybe like Big Brother. I feel like Big Brother would be pretty cool. Or this millionaire show, The Secret Millionaire. It looks so cool. Or maybe The Circle. You ever seen The Circle? The Circle is, there's catfish people and then there's real people. And I really don't understand the whole premise. Like you have to make the most relationships and stuff like that. It's kind of like one of those games. But they're secluded into their own room. And I used to watch it all the time, but it was like a background show. It really doesn't make sense. There's another game show that I would watch. It was Brick Masters, and they were Lego brick makers, or Lego brick builders. They're master brick builders, and they'd build these masterpieces in like 2 hours. They would just build these things, and it was nuts. And then a show that I could probably be on is like the most average cook, or not cook, but like the most average baker. And I would just make cookies every single time. I don't think I would step out of that comfort zone at all. I wonder if they have a show of like the most average baker. Like they just get people who barely cook or barely or just starting out, and they go on the show. That'd be kind of interesting, yeah. Because they have the most average human, like the top average human. I think that's a new one where there's like 100%, or maybe that's 1% club. Maybe that's in the 1%, something like that. But it's pretty cool. It's a bunch of average people, and they try to fight for the top answer, and it's cool. It's a very average show. Oh, Kyle, if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move? Good question. Good question. I don't know. I feel like I had this dream to live in SoCal and surf every day and be just like live on the water. There's the guy who voices Beast Boy. They did like a house tour with him, and it was just straight on the beach, and it was a small little apartment, but it was literally you walk outside and you're on the beach. So you're always on the beach basically. And then Beast Boy was literally Beast Boy in real life, which is really, really funny because usually the character isn't the same as the voice actor. But anyway, I don't know if I'd want to live in California just because it's like across the country. And so maybe, I don't even know, maybe SoCal, maybe like the San Clemente, California type beat. Or yeah, like if I'm moving somewhere, I want to move somewhere that's totally out of my realm, but not completely out of my realm. I don't want to hate it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I were to go somewhere, it would have to be drastically different than here, almost. Like, I want it to be kind of similar, but I feel like I'm just... I don't know. I really like it here, to be honest. Like, if I had to pick, I would say maybe if I were to go somewhere, maybe Hawaii. But that's, like, really far, and the locals are kind of... Like, I don't want to intrude on their culture and stuff and just be completely... Like, you know, but I don't want maybe the Netherlands for a year because just it's so different over there. So I feel like if I were to move somewhere completely different, it would just be pretty cool to just live a completely different life for like a year or something. You know, I feel like maybe like a California or maybe like a beach town type thing. I feel like I'd need a beach, or maybe even Nashville, Tennessee, just to be close to Nashville, like the close to Smashville almost. Maybe something like that. I don't know. But I feel like there's just so many different places that you could go and experience. And honestly, I have no idea. I'm pretty happy here right now. So yeah, South Carolina would be cool. You didn't even say that. South Carolina would be pretty cool, or North Carolina, whichever one really is down there. They have beautiful beaches and beautiful like area. Maybe... I don't know if I could go to Texas. It's just so hot all the time. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of like New England, though. I like how you can just drive and you're in a total different realm. You know, like, what other place where you can drive an hour and you can see a mountain, or you can go to a beach or a different place or a big farm? Like, it's just got absolutely everything that you need here. You know, it's got the 4 seasons. You got snow, winter. You got leaves falling in fall, and then you got spring, which is just rain, and then summer, which is warm. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy here in New England. But it'd also be cool to live somewhere else, or maybe in the Netherlands someday. You know, maybe live there for a year just to experience it. I mean, I'm super jealous. Usually I don't get jealous because, you know, I love my life and stuff. But I get jealous of the kids who got to study abroad in college. Like seeing all my friends study abroad, that's pretty freaking cool. To live in a country and it's all set up for you, basically. Like, you just go and you get to experience the culture, and there's like a person that coordinates that all for you, and then you get to go on to the next country. Like, that's so cool almost, instead of just getting thrown into the fire basically and you having to figure it out yourself. Like, you have someone who's there and other people that are doing it with you, like other roommates or different people that want to experience the realm with you. So I think that's really cool, is seeing all that. So that's what I'm jealous of, is study abroad. I really want to talk about a small like creator. It's called Soul Blue, and I ordered the Mail Club for August. It's like a bear and a golden retriever. It's pretty cool. But they sent me this fish postcard because I got 2 stickers too and a free air freshener. I haven't opened it yet, but it's pretty cool. I got this one that says "Let's get hammered." It's a hammerhead shark, and then this bucket of shells, which I really like. But it's super cool. So they don't even know that I'm talking about them because they're just an artist, but it's so much fun. Like this postcard, I think they were like it was very cheap too, and it's just fun to get mail. It's just fun to get mail that's like cool because they came in an envelope, and it was just really, really cool. I haven't smelt it yet. Maybe I'll take a live scent test right now. Oh, that's pretty good. It's like Tutti Frutti. Yeah, I'd say like Tutti Frutti almost, which is kind of cool. Like I've never really thought about Tutti Frutti as a flavor before. I'm gonna put it in my truck. I just thought it was so cool, and there's so many mail clubs on TikTok and stuff with like artists and things like that. It's so cool. It feels very fresh. It's a very fresh scent, but it's nice whenever you get like a small little thanks almost from ordering. If you're looking for your golf game to get elevated, go to pinsandaces.com. Use our code just for fun. You get 20% off your purchase. It's got apparel, hats, all that for you to golf this season. So you use code just for fun and you get 20% off. So go to pinsandaces.com and use our code just for fun. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a phenomenal day. And if you're affected by the fires, I hope you stay safe. There's a raging wildfire and stuff like that. I hope you are staying safe and I hope it's okay. Our clouds are just like smoky and just very bright and vibrant. So I hope you're staying safe. If you're affected, thoughts and prayers to you. So Kyle, please take it away. Yes, I hope everyone's safe with the fires. I just saw a TikTok video that a train operator was engulfed in flames, and I really hope that everyone's safe. Everyone is doing okay and not in any sort of trouble, hurt, all that stuff. Really hope that everyone's okay. I hope that you have a great week. I hope you have a great day. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Shop all the links in the description, all the places that we mentioned before. And we will see you next Saturday. If you're looking for your golf game to get elevated, go to pinsandaces.com. Use our code just for fun. You get 20% off your purchase. It's got apparel, hats, all that for you to golf this season. So you use code just for fun and you get 20% off. So go to pinsandaces.com and use our code just for fun.